Okay, hi, hello. I'm gonna start with this video with saying that, Zach, I love you. You don't have to watch this one. This one goes to everyone else, but I know he watches every single one of my videos all the way through. I don't know how he manages it, because I barely can manage it when I edit it. Um, but this is for me. This is for me only. A girl reads a lot of series. She's in the middle of a lot of series, and so I decided, because I am actually putting active effort into it in the year 2025 to get through some of them. Um, so my tracker for the year, I added a whole section with series so I can track all these different things with series, blah, blah, blah. I also decided that I'm going to record a video, this video, this video you're seeing right now, at the beginning of the year. It is the first week of February, um, where I will talk about not all, but most of the series I'm in the middle of. I'm gonna go through them, change some things. I'm going to make two new character categories, so it's less chaotic because the current number as of February 7th, February 7th. I would like to know the new year. I think it was 75. I know this. The new year it was 75. As of February 1st, and it still is this number. It is 79. Um, because I started the Fourth Wing series, and I don't remember the other series I started, but I also learned a series is getting a sequel this year, so that had to be pulled out of the finished category, and a series that was in the DNF category also had to be pulled up because I continued it. And we love that for me. We love that for me. I'm feeling fine about this. So this is me going through that. And so you want to see this majesty? Ooh, look at her. Look at my notion. Um, we're gonna talk about things, okay? This is fun with the headphones being in the way of my keyboard. Not talking about it. If you hear my mechanical keyboard, no, you fucking don't. I will fight you. That is the moral of the story. All right. Um. So I'm gonna keep everything that's up here. Up here. I do. We're gonna talk about this. The two categories I want to add is soft DNF. I know which ones are gonna, at least three of them that are gonna go in that one, right? Not full DNFs, but like, right? Like two of them are ones where I have to reread the first book in the series again. I forgot to put my heating pad back on, which means I had to reposition myself. Anyways, reread the first book in the series to before I continue / finish the series. That's what two of them are. One of them is I soft DNF the last book in the series, and so I will give it a try again at some point. But that's like very far down the line. Should not be counted in this whole category, right? This whole section. The other category I want to add is caught up. You will see this little marker where there's a little check mark. I actually don't know if you can see my mouse. You can. Oh my god. Okay. So that little marker is, as far as I know, series where there's more books coming out, right? Uh, so good times. Um, and I know there's a few. Excuse me, just scrolling sometimes. I know there's a few that I am caught up on, and so I would like to add um, a little thing here, a date thing at the end, where I can put next book release. All right, there we go. So then ones that I know that I'm caught up on, I can put that in, which means I am going to have to take breaks to go through and figure out what some of those dates are. It's fine. It's fine. Now, all these can stay up here. Listen, I know by the time the this comes out, there may be an announcement on when the next Ninth House book will come out. I do plan to finish Hellbent the month this is being recorded. But I did say a thing about there being an announcement for a third book eventually at some point. It's one of those things where, similar to Bride, I'm not putting Bride by Ali Hazelwood in here until a fucking release date is given to me. And I will not put the third book in the series in until a release date is given to me. Okay, thank you very much. Because right now, it's at 2. We're moving on with that. There is one thing else I need to put up in the top. Where is she? She's probably in Low. Low is ones that I'm not in the mood for, / ones that I'm caught up with. This is currently mostly just the ones I'm caught up with. Right. Legendborn, I know technically I'm caught up right this second, but by the time this comes out, I should have my physical copy because I did pre-order it yesterday for book 3. So it's going there. I do plan to read it in March or April. Hopefully March. So it's going there, and we're living our best lives. Okay, there we go. We finally made a caught up in Soft DNF section. Yes, I had a fun time fucking making them. It was a pain in the ass. Making them in the right order I wanted them to be in. We don't need to talk about it. So, good things. Most of these, okay, so this is the one that I DNF'd the last book, Soft DNF'd the last book, so, this go here, so this goes here, where are the other ones? Where is, I don't remember. Oh, this is another one I want to put in Soft DNF just because I'm going to start from the beginning with this one as well. So, Soft DNF, that one. And also The Witcher because I'm also restarting that one because I started it wrong. We're not talking about it. Okay? It's fine. Crescent City, Pies, People, Guys. This one I am caught up on, and I don't think there is a release date for the next one, so we'll just move on. Great. I think everything else in medium is okay. Plan to read this one this year. I was supposed to read this one last year. Kind of into reading this series right now. We're not talking about it. Kind of want to finish these ones. I don't even know if this one's still coming out. The third one may have come out by now, but here's Sweet Pea. Sweet Pea is also the one where I want to start from the beginning, because a girl. Listen, since I do remember saying when I read the first one, I'm probably not going to do the series, whatever. And then for the past year or so, I've been contemplating reading the rest of the series. But I'm like, I want to reread it, all this stuff. And so that's a great time. Except it's just sitting in my list for no fucking reason. Also, the show did not help with that. I like the show too much for that. Throwing Glass can go in very hot because there was a girl who was planning a video. You didn't hear it from me. So that's the thing. And then once I read Oathbound when it finally comes out, Legendborn can go back down into the lovely caught up section. Let's see. We're not talking about this. this. I'll probably catch up in the next. It depends. I'm like place 3,000 for Onyx Storm on the library, so we'll see. I also think I have this one on hold. I don't know. I have a lot of books on hold on Libby, trying to do it. Trying. Percy Jackson. I know in the universe I have to read like 2 other series before I can continue the Percy Jackson series. So honestly, this should go in low. Because until then, I can't read that one. Should I finish Songbirds and Snakes that I've been reading for months? Yes. We're not talking about it. I should also catch up on all the Katie Roberts series I'm in the middle of. But that's another girl's issue. Blah, 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 blah. Very behind on this series, too. And this series. But, oh, you know what? This one should go, Crescent City should go into Softiana. Because I also want to start from the beginning with that one. So, is that one actually done now? Welcome to Google. Because I know the 3rd book came out, so is it, like, done? Or, you know, it'd be really great if I could spell. Apparently it's not going to be today. House of Earth and Blood. There we go. Crescent City. Okay, as far as I can tell, it is complete. So, let me go back to this tab and mark this no longer softy enough. And move that. I mean, all these are just like start from the beginning. This is the only one that won't be that, so I don't think there's a date for you. Honestly, I shouldn't have it in here because of that, but you know, whatever. When she releases a release date for it, it's an indie or self-published, so that's why. Let's see. I think we were still in medium. I don't remember. So okay, I think all of these were good. Heartstopper were caught up. This one was gonna be in that, but this one just came out. So put that in high. Girl Meets Duke. This is another one where we don't have the release date, so it shouldn't be on the series. But like, I should have it at 3, not 4. But like, whatever. This, if you can't tell from the fact that I have a star rating over here, this is the one that this should be longer. Move your Bluetooth. No, okay. Oh, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, the Sworn Soldier, the What Was the Dead series, I learned is supposed to get a 3rd book. And it was labeled as done. So, caught up. Blood Debts is also caught up. Court of Thorns and Roses, also caught up on. This is most of this category. Salt and Sorrow, or Sister Salt, that one. Rhythmatist is also one where we don't have a release date for the next one, but it's in there. It's in there. Oh, this is the other softy enough. The Radiant Empire, which is She Who Became the Sun. And I think the second one is like He Who Drowned the World or something like that. Here, funny story about that one. I did DNF the second one, soft DNF it, because I got the audiobook arc of it, and I was like a good chunk through it, like a quarter of the way through it, and then I went, wait a second, I don't remember fucking anything. I poopy. So, I soft DNF'd it, and I was like, at some point, I need to sit down and read them back to back. And I just haven't had time to do it, and that's been like 2 years. So that needs to go in soft DNF. This series is caught up. I don't know about her. I may DNF her. If the next one is not for me, I will DNF the Married to Magic series, because the only one I've liked is the first one, and looking back, it was kind of mid. Words of Chaos, there's another one that I have not read, so you gotta read that. Listen, hear me out. This one will probably be DNF, but I own a good chunk of them. This one, I'm straight up DNF. The platypus flannel, whatever Canadian thing that I read was funny in the moment. I think it started my weekend reading vlogs, actually, and all that stuff. But like, I don't need it. Also, I should just delete the Bane Chronicles, because I'm gonna reread that one and just read them in the one block instead of like reading all the small short stories. I'm just gonna read the one whole book at some point. So I should just delete this one. What is Under the Mistletoe? Oh, that's the series, the bunch of a bunch of novellas published, I think, through Amazon. I read the Adley Hazel one because my sister got it. The other Courtney Milan may count as a soft DNF because I did DNF the second book in the series. Also, should I just DNF the Regency Vows? I'm feeling nothing. Is this gonna be one of those things where if it brings you joy, keep it, if it doesn't, throw it away? I DNF the first book. Like, it shouldn't be here. Like, at this point in my life, if I DNF or DNF after the first book in the series, I don't even bother putting the whole series on here. Okay? Because it's, like, too much work. I'm lazy. So, I think she just needs to be DNF'd. We'll keep Cyclone for now. But the only one I was really interested in is the one we did for the podcast. So, there's that. I don't know. I'll give the If Shakespeare Was an Auntie one more try. Okay? We'll give it one more try. Okay? Honestly, I think I'm gonna softy enough The Roots of Chaos just because I think I want to reread the one that I read. Right. Feminine Pursuits was fine. At some point, I'll probably read it. Did the sequels to The Band ever come out? I own the first one. Nicholas. There we go. Did Bloody Rose come out? Because I remember when I read the first one, there was like a thing. Okay, people told me the second one wasn't even out yet. It was out, those liars. Book 3 is not out yet. And there is no release date for it. So I don't know what's going on with that, but that needs to be marked like that. I do want to read the second in this series, like, ASAP while it's still dark. Okay, hear me out. Listen, the only reason this one's still here is because I did dislike heavily the Spanish Love Deception, but the second, I think it's like the roommate experiment, intrigues me. Like, the synopsis is something more like I would enjoy. I want to read the series. This one may be softy enough, and I have to start from the beginning because it's been long enough, and it's only like 8 books, so it's fine. We'll deal with it when the moment comes. Oh, you know what I should do? A Deal with a Demon should also be softy enough because I'm going to start from the beginning. Also, I should check if that series is finished. What was the Dragon's Bride is the name of the one? Dragon Bride, is that? Yes, that is the name of it. I plan to do them for the podcast at some point, like all of them, so I'm gonna have to start back from the beginning. So, okay, there are 6 now, and they're all published. Cool. Give me this. Where did I put that? I put that in this, and in this. I already checked into those. Why am I going back up there? No, I need to be here. Twilight Saga should probably finish at this point. there's so many of these that are just like one more book that I should read. I know. This is the one that may be a DNF. The prequel novella was one of my favorite books of all time. Okay. And I think one of the other novellas is another one I really like, which was the first of a Courtney Milan I read. But I think her other series may be more my thing. I just didn't like the second one. Okay? Hear me out. So, I may give it... This is another one where I'm going to give it one more try. But then, if I don't like it, you go bye-bye. I'd love to continue this series. Next time I get Kindle. Unlimited. Lunar Chronicles plan to continue this year. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Those are good. Hi. I should. This is another one, like, once I get Kindle Unlimited, I'm going to read the 4th book. This is planned for the podcast and also for my 25 and 25, so, like, it's going to happen. This one, I think I'm on hold at Libby for... Should do. I'm planning to get the next audiobook from Hoopla soon, so there's that. On a very long wait list. I don't know about this one. Don't know. Planning to read the next one, this one soon too. We're not talking about how I'm obsessed with this series. What it would be the Woman of Troy by Pat Barker. Okay, so the last book came out last year. Cool. I really like the covers of the second and third one. I don't know why they're so different from the first one, but I like them. So I can mark that with that and read at some point. We'll see when. Okay. I think next step is remove this. And then I'm going to pause and put in the dates. Hello. We need to talk about how I spent a lot of time with an Heartstopper. The only thing we know is possibly ended 2025. Girl Meets Duke, I know she's talked about how there's no release date. When it gets done, it will get done. Sworn Soldier, literally, that book is the only one with an actual release date, which is the last day of September. We love that for me. Blood Debts, not even labeled as a trilogy still on Goodreads, which really lent to my confusion reading the second book. We're not talking about it. So, like, the only reason we know it's a trilogy because it was announced that it was bought as a trilogy or something like that. But it's, like, not on Goodreads or anything, so I don't know. ACOTAR, again, another one where she is talking about how she's possibly working on the 6th one, but we don't, or 5th one. I guess it's technically the 6th. I don't know. I think they were counting the stupid Christmas novella in the list, so we're just gonna go with 4 out of 6. I don't know. Should I count it as 5? I think I'm gonna count it as 5 because that's what they were counting it as. I think there's supposed to be, and hear me out, another one on top of that for Cassian and Nesta. Is that her name? And then there's supposed to be 3 for Elaine, I think. I think there's supposed to be 2 trilogies, so that's why I had it at 4 and 6. I don't know. I don't know what's happening there, and apparently nobody else does. So, fun. Sisters of the Salt. When you go on Goodreads, it says expected publication 2026, and when you click on it, it says January 1st. So I think that's just like a placeholder date. But it's supposed to be some point in 2026. Which we love for me. I didn't love the second book or anything. Rhythmitis, I didn't even search up. I know that one doesn't have a release date. I'm like 98% sure. I will quadruple check. The latest status on this one is keep waiting. Sorry. Again. I'm pretty sure that my cat can pick up you walking. You're fine. So, I realized that I was recording Goodreads and not this page. That's fine. I'll keep it in. So yeah, no, that one doesn't have a release date. Winterblood. Also, I was scouring her Instagram. The last we know is that she said, that the first draft was sent in. I want to say in 2023, and her most recent post was continuing to promote book 2, and saying release date coming soon. So we love that. Witches and Demons. Again, I expected this. This came out 4 months ago. The first one did, and I read it so early because I had an arc. So the paperbacks just barely came out. Okay, those two I don't blame because those are indie / self pub. So I don't mind those two. So I kind of weird having ACOTAR at 5 out of 6 because that was technically a novella, but everything called Silver Flames Book 5. So I don't fucking know. I don't know what's going on there. We're ignoring it. Anyways, update on number count. Good times. Because, as you can see here, caught up, I'm 9 of those, and Soft DNF, I'm 9 of those, which means at some point they will go back into the normal list, and we're not talking about it. Only one of these, when I read again, when I give it another try, will it be the last book, and so it will not be going up into the rest of the list. That being said, Fruits Basket, I'm probably going to wait until I'm, a much larger chunk into Yona the Dawn, and I'm done with Tokyo Ghoul, and, I don't have time to be in so many mangas, okay? So, and I don't have a plan for when the K-Robber episodes are coming out again, so that's why we like this. Anyways, because that 18 of them were moved out of currently reading, which means, if I can do math properly, we're in the middle of 58. That's 21 that I moved down. So there must have been 3 that I labeled as G and F. That makes sense. Full DNF. So yeah, look at me go. Also, I know Alex Stern's gonna be done until we get a release date for book 3, if that ever happens. I know Tokyo Ghoul I plan to finish very soon. I know Wax and Wane I plan to finish very soon. I know Legend Board I plan to be caught up with very soon. And Yona the Dawn's gonna take me 16 years, and I know Throne of Glass I'm gonna finish this year. I should listen, hear me out. I am gonna start from the beginning with Throne of Glass, so should I put it in soft? No, for the same reason that I'm keeping Legend Board up here, despite the fact that technically right now I am caught up, I'm gonna keep it up in very high because I know it is a planned thing. It's gonna happen. So I don't have to worry about it. So technically the number could be 56, but I'm leaving it at 58, and we should all clap for me. Yay, let's go. Pray for editing me. Goodbye. Okay, you get to see my giant-ass face again. Hello, hi, welcome to Giant-ass Face Me. Outro time. Me things, links below. Fridays, every other Friday podcast. This chair, very squeaky. Wednesdays, typically gaming videos for my streams. Honestly, from when this goes up, I don't have any more scheduled. So, it may be the Witcher games, honestly. So have fun with that. Saturdays are typically the booktube videos, unless if there's something with the way the last week works in the month where I need the last vlog to go up on a Wednesday, right? Which happened the previous week before this goes up. Woo! So stay tuned for that. I have some fun ones planned, including Throne of Glass, cough, cough. And that's everything. Do all the things if you wanna. I don't know. Links below. I stream on Twitch at least twice a week, where I'm just reading. Sometimes more, where I'm gaming if I have time. You can generally find me on Twitch. Honestly, I'm always there. And that's everything. Gonna go. I pray for you editing me. Good night.